This is my poster analysis of the Belko experiment. Now, it is actually the poster quite small on my screen, so I can't see it in masses of detail, but I have seen it around about because it only came out fairly recently. It's also by my favourite production company, so I've seen it around. Now, the first thing we'll talk about is the colours, which is actually quite strange because it sort of strays away from what most psychological horror thriller things do. Now, black is in there. It's down there at the bottom with those dark tones and death connotations. But it's not the main colour in the picture, which is actually very strange for a thriller. So that's straying away from the conventions a little bit. But the main colour is sort of a whitish grey. So the white stands for purity and sort of innocence and being good, like an angel. And it's tainted around the outside with this sort of smoky vignette of blacky grey. And that sort of shows how his innocence has been tinted. We no longer know whether this character is good or bad by the end of it, maybe. Because this character is going to go down a very sort of stressful journey and maybe become not such a good character after all. Then we've got the sort of the red at the bottom and the red of the blood. It stands out quite a bit from the main theme of white and black and grey. And it means that we look at the date basically immediately. We don't have to search, so you can just tell from a quick glance when it's going to be out if it catches your fancy and if you like it. Then we've got the images. Now there's only one image on this poster and it's a very striking image, and it is actually in the film and it's an amazing shot. I absolutely loved it. But he's got I'm not sure whether it's a stapler or a tape dispenser, but he's got one in his hands and he's obviously bludgeoned someone with it. There's blood everywhere and it's dripping, and he's got it raised above his head. He's about to strike down again, and he's ready for battle. Basically, it's like a battle stance. He's in a normal everyday working suit. He's got his trousers and he's got his nice shirt with his sleeves rolled up. He's ready to go forth and win this, whatever it is, this experiment. And the blood sort of draws you into the guy as well. So we want to know a bit more about why this person's bludgeoning someone with a tape dispenser and what's going on here and what this experiment is. Then we've got the text. You've got the Office Space meets Battle Royale, which is at the top. And that sort of draws you in. You're like, what the hell? Office and Battle Royale. That doesn't sound like they'd fit. And then you sort of obviously pick up the idea that they're going to be in office and they're going to be fighting around, fight to the death, last man standing sort of thing, which could draw you in. Sans serif as well, which might draw you in again. Then you've got under this line of black, you've got the title, the Belko experiment. Now the layout of that is very different. You have to sort of tilt your head to see the, but it also means that the title doesn't take up too much space, which is always good, and it's nice and central. The font is actually the same sort of font as is used in most of the poster, but it's just a little bit bigger, with Belko being the main word in it, and experiment underneath it as well. It makes you think about what this experiment could be, what Belko is, and makes you look a bit further into it. Then you got from the producer of The Conjuring and Annabelle, I think that says, which it is. And so if you liked The Conjuring and Annabelle, you're going to like this probably. Then you got the cast and crew down there and the production companies, one of them being Blumhouse, which is my favourite production company. So if, like me, you're a complete sado and you love the production company, you'll go and see this film, like I did, eventually. So that is my poster analysis for the Belko experiment, and it sort of sums up the genre and what's going to be going on, and a little, very tiny bit of the plot, but not very much at all.